Hello everyone, and welcome to my bold and beautiful Today Update channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. OMG. Steffi does what to Sheila? Steffi eventually returned Tole, surprising her hubby Finn. He couldn't believe she was back, but she assured him that she was home. She professed that she missed him and the kiddies did too, and it was breaking her heart to be down. Latterly, she admitted to Finn that she knew about Sheila and Deacon, as Liam contacted her to advise her about the couple. It didn't take Finn and Steffi long to defy Cleric and Sheila, and Steffi made it clear she wasn't going to let Sheila run her out of her own city, shoving her in the process. Coming up, Ridge warns Steffi to be careful with Sheila as she has a screw loose. Meanwhile, Deacon insists to Sheila that she cannot be a part of Finn and Steffi's lives. Give it up, Deacon, as she'll no way accept that. When Steffi and Finn defy Sheila and Deacon, effects get physical and Sheila is stupefied that Steffi pushed her. Steffi replies, "Because you pushed me too far, you meddled with the wrong woman." Steffi also punches Sheila right in the face and leaves her with a black eye. Steffi confronts Sheila and Deacon. In the Forrester exchange, the champagne flowed as Katie emceed the catching. Off to the side, Zend, Luna, and RJ bandied how the guests could buy gowns that day without knowing they were settling a bet between Ridge and Eric. Luna said a lot was riding on the day, and a sullen RJ said it was further than anyone knew. Zend looked on as Paris uploaded content to a special link for benefactors of the foundation to have a peep at the gowns. Paris mugged herself with Zend, calling him one of the contrivers who'd helped make that day possible. Katie reminded the guests to write down the gown they liked the most, and she moved on to a diamond-crusted gown with a ham-high reveal and a train. Katie called it look number 3, and Esther blatted that she would no way seen anything like it in her life. "I am sure you haven't," the Duchess fooled. Backstage, Donna told Eric that Ridge's designs were okay, but Eric's were exquisite. Feeling alive and veritably good, Eric declared that he was taking back Forrester creations. Back up front, Katie presented a foamy tableware and black brocade cascade gown. Esther called it stunning, and the Duchess asked if Esther would note on every gown. Lauren asked if Esther had set up her gown. Esther did not know how she would choose, but Lauren assured her friend that the gown would speak to her. Toward the reverse of the room, Archie told Luna that they wouldn't have had that last gown if she had not gotten the right documents to get the lace through customs. Brooke, who was observing the exchange, told Ridge that their son had more on his mind than fashion. Ridge rumored back Fatter J and Eric were about to learn an important assignment. Ridge paraded off, and Brooke caught a regard of Eric floundering with a cough before retreating behind the confidentially curtains. Brooke glanced at her sisters and was intrigued to see them huddled together, hardly brooding. Soon they reached gown number 11, a ruby red ball gown made with Matelas woven organza. The fabric and pattern were each one of a kind, Noe had used, straight from the couture vault that had only been opened for the special collection. In Eric's office, Paris and Zend mugged the before. They scenes bustle of Ridge's camp. Ridge arrived, grunting that J and Eric were putting up a hell of a fight. Across the hall in the design office, Eric arrived to observe a model in the coming gown. Luna and RJ were there with a needlewoman who was working on the gown. Archie blatted that he loved it, and he wondered why Eric had no way said it would be so important fun. The model left with the needlewoman. Glad Jay was getting it, Eric said the feeling no way went down. Eric hugged Luna and RJ. Eric stated that Ridge's designs were good, but Eric's were holding their own. Eric did not appreciate Ridge playing mind games by putting them in the design office rather of confidentially while Ridge prepared in the CEO's office. Eric was eager to win. He said it was like his life depended on it. Back in the exchange, another jewel-crusted gown with a rebellious split appeared for review. As the guests studied it, Brooke continued to eye her sisters. Dramatic theme music played as a model wearing number 14, a deep red ball gown, swayed to and down. Katie described it as drama, invoking. Esther raised a camera to snap the gown, but Lauren lowered the device. Meanwhile, Eric beamed in satisfaction as the gown moved, and indeed Ridge smiled at his father. Katie and Donna changed poignant aesthetics, and Brooke approached her sisters, ordering them to say what was going on. Donna and Katie tried to play it off as being awestruck by the collection, but Brooke said it was not what she was talking about. Brooke revealed that she had been watching them and Eric, and she asked if commodity was going on with him that she did not know about. Katie and Donna changed aesthetics, and Brooke took the aesthetics to mean commodity was indeed going on. Eric nervously watched the women as Brooke bared that she would seen Eric, and he would sound it off. Katie was sure it was just jitters because it would be Eric's last show. Katie excused herself to return to seeing, and Donna claimed she had to go too. As her sisters walked out, Brooke caught a regard of Eric coughing again before he ducked behind the curtains. Look 15 arrived in the room, featuring hand-darned emerald rocks. Esther gestured her feather duster at Charlie, and the Duchess came appalled. A stewing gown with a white skirt appeared coming, and Katie said it was like floating on a pall and being swept up in a dream. Look number 19, Katie called it, saying Forrester had pulled out all the stops for that gown. Eric beamed from the tear he would made in the curtains. He peered at the faces of his favored bones, flashing back how upset each of them was about his condition. Indeed, with their concerned voices echoing in his mind, Eric proudly allowed of his protestation that he would beat Ridge and be in charge of the company one last time. Stop us if you've heard this one before. In Soaps.com's latest bold and beautiful spoilers for the week of Monday, November 6 through Friday, November 10, Liam indulges in the most wishful kind of thinking where former and future wife Steffi is concerned. Taylor reminds Sheila that a mama grizzly is way scarier than the bear that supposedly ate her. Lee flies off the handle so fast, it's like she'd never been on the handle in the first place, and Ridge is precariously positioned between a rock and a hard place when one of his ex-sons-in-law makes a big ask. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. Read on for even more teasers for the week to come. The Steffi who returned to LA is hardly the cowering, frightened one who left. As such, she makes a surprise move on Sheila. Brooke, Donna, and RG make a promise to Ridge, no doubt to help him ensure that Eric's last days are magnificent ones. Bold and beautiful spoilers for Tuesday, November 7. Liam believes he can give Steffi a better life than Finn. Liam is clearly out of his gourd. Putting their tiff behind him, Ridge begins a new chapter at Forrester Creations with Eric. Although if Dad's prognosis doesn't change, it's gonna be an awfully short chapter. Taylor issues a dire warning to Sheila. One more reason to suspect that the villainess isn't headed for a wedding with Deacon but dun the grave. Taylor wouldn't be the only suspect in Sheila's murder either. Just look at all the other options. A confrontation ensues when Lee finds Poppy at Forrester Creations. At this point, we're starting to wonder whether Lywick hit the roof if she ran into her relatives at In-N-Out Burger. From one serial waffler to another, Liam makes a startling request of Ridge. Put in a good word for me with your daughter, would ya? Who's about to rip a page from the late, great Stephanie Forrester's playbook and declare herself the Queen Bee of Los Angeles? Thanks for watching if you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.